Rishi, thank you. Well, first to a former World Top 16 player and the United States top international, a former semi-finalist of the Welsh Masters. Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for Neil Furman. And now to a player who's appeared in more world-ranking finals than any other player in the history of the game. 4 times and reigning International Open champion and former World Indoor Singles champion, it is David Goulet!
It's the start of another huge day at these World Championships. Let's head up to the commentary box where last year's runner-up in the singles, Robert Paxton, is alongside the BBC's David Corkill.
Thanks, Rishi. A big challenge here for Neil Furman, the man who learned how to play bowls in South Africa before moving to the USA. Very experienced, of course, but doesn't get the opportunity to play against the top players just as often as he would like. Favourite, Rob, would have to be David.
Yeah, definitely David's going in favourite for this, but say Neil's been here a while now, he's put plenty of time on the rink, and he's a quality player, Neil's, but it's a big ask for him, to be honest, but say he's been here plenty of times, so he knows how to play the rink. He's just got to find those first couple of bowls.
Certainly in practice and rolling up and down, Neil Furman was, well, he's done exactly what he's just done there with the first ball. He's putting it very close.
Yeah, certainly rolling up good beforehand, and hopefully didn't waste too many of them in the roll-up. So I think he'll need a few out there against David today, the form he's shown the last 12, 18 months on the portable rink.
Just bumped away a little bit. And results good though. David, a very aggressive player, particularly on his forehand.
Not hanging about.
Missed this one. Does kick very quick on the forehand. If you're going down that line, you have to go a bit faster than what David was playing there. It's quite controlled.
Early chance for Neil, really. Put some more pressure on. He can get a little turn on the jack round the corner.
Pretty close again. Gentle, gentle. Well, that's a lot better. Front 2 protect the back 1. If David could remove 2, he's certainly not draw to it the way that's sitting. Unless he favours having 2 goes at the draw. If he's playing the backhand, he will be trying to draw it.
His target just get inside his own. He's probably going to be reasonably close to drawing in for second.
Touch the jack just opened up the opportunity for the draw. Not quite. Might be third.
Two green.
Yes, we think it is.
Two.
I don't think his weight was too bad with the last one. He just got caught on the green ball, and very little to change with this. Good first end, Neil Furman. 3 good balls and then a cover ball. He's into the pack again. Wants to tap his own ball down. Well, move the other one. Don't think it's going to make any difference.
2 shots. Neil Furman.
Neil Furman's a dangerous player. He's played around the world representing USA, and he's one of those players that you certainly can't take for granted. You expect David to win, but he may not win by a comfortable margin.
No, I think it's all about the first couple of balls in this match, to be honest. If Neil gets his on close, gives himself a chance, it's fine. But if David starts finding his 2 bowls, when Neil does just struggle on the carpet, it's the running bowls, really. That's probably the weakest part of his game on here.
Jack length 27 metres.
I was talking to Neil yesterday, I think he said the first time he qualified, I think it was back in 2002, so it's a few years ago now.
Yes, well down the rankings at that stage, and popped up to number 18, 2015.
But he's getting close now to the 16. I think he's about 17 at the moment provisionally, so it's a big game for him, really.
Balls with that crescent grip on it. It's an old style grip from many years ago. The old Terralite balls used to have that. It's probably before your time, Robert. Terralites.
Yeah, come across them at work, but yeah, certainly before my time when I started.
Very popular in the short mat circuits, but still sought after in many ways. Reintroduced them in the modern bowl. I find them very attractive, actually. They're very, very good grip, easy to hold on to. Like a lot of things in life, we go back to other things from many years ago and reintroduce them. It's, the challenge for Neil Furman is to beat David Gurley with the first 2 balls. Tempted with this. He has nothing close though. Going for it. He's got a good drive, Neil Furman.
Oh, he's good. Great strike.
And the respot. Probably won the green, but it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of space. It's the toucher that he hit. And then across to move the jack.
Favourites 1 green, David.
1 green. All sorted by Dan McManus, our official on the rink. That was a bit close.
Yeah, David Gurley always looked like it could be a little bit tricky where it finished up. Neil might be tempted to try and play under his own this time.
He's going to try and play across the rink. Difficult to pick out the line. Oh, he's very close with this.
Very good.
Good ball. Really good ball.
1 green.
David might be tempted with this.
Well, he's coming up to have a look.
So a hard shot to draw. He's obviously got the live bowl in the ditch as well.
Yes, it's at the far side of the
Time out
ditch, so
call.
doing well for that to come into play.
Close to the second, David. It's definitely one close to
The trouble is, if he is going to run at it, Robert, he has to get very close to his own ball. Danger
David
is
has
he
4
could get
timeouts remaining.
his own ball out and maybe cost another shot.
It's not often David refuses a forehand runner.
I think the problem is drawing it is so difficult. Let me just try and time this one. It's a very controlled weight. Oh, 2 wicks and maybe the shot. Oh dear me. I think it's still one to go.
One shot. Neil Furman.
That could have been pretty horrible. They've got the shot out of that one.
Set score 0-3 after 2 ends.
Good strike by Neil Furman after 2 brilliant balls by David Gurley. He's good, as I said, he is good at driving, he is good at the heavy shot, and if he goes early enough, it's going to make him a very dangerous opponent.
Jack length 27 metres.
Well, the vast majority of players playing this forehand, this direction, away from the commentary box with the big stand on the right hand side. Backhand's playable. David's got these mannerisms of a little tug at his trousers and stuff before he plays.
One red.
The Gurley name, well known in both circles from Mum and Dad, both medal winners, major championships. David Senior and Sarah. David's success really, Robert's been on the indoor side.
Yeah, that's where his main success has been. But I mean, there's certainly been a few titles in the Gurley family through the years.
Last ball,
fantastic bowling family.
Just under the 3 feet short.
David's been years on the tour now, very successful, and the last 18 months he's been playing some absolutely great bowls, as his results are showing. Obviously winning the title last year for Blackpool at the end of the season. I hope we carry that form on here as well.
One red.
Yes, and he's revived his role as head coach for Old Scotland, the elite squad, major championships. That would probably get a hit, I would think, just the way it's sitting.
2 red.
Furman will attack that. Yes, John Price relinquished that role in the summertime, and David was approached to come back again.
Yeah, it's the obvious choice, really, to take the role back on after the success they got up in Glasgow in the Commonwealth.
Big drive again. Pulled it. So easy to do in that forehand. So first scores are going to come on the board for David Gurley. Neil Furman, well, he plays out of the Coronado Club, San Diego. I think he's having fun here in January at Potters.
Yeah, weather's probably similar, I'd have thought, to back home.
Coat on, let's put it that way. He's been using the indoor leisure facilities, let's put it that way. He's just not too many walks around the beach. Good ball, David Gurley. It wasn't an easy spare shot, but he's taken it. Should
Three
level the
shots.
scores.
David Gurley.
Change of length. Matt
Set
well
score
up the ring.
3-3 after 3 ends. Jack length 23 metres.
I'm very interested there. Catherine Rednall waiting for her starring appearance this afternoon. Les Gill in the middle and Jamie Chesney to the right. Don't listen to anything he says, Jimmy.
I thought so. Don't listen to Les then. It's not many do.
Oh, fair Les. We love him. Very funny, Les, I have to say, really is. It was a great pairs final with him and Jason. Quote of the week. Jason, you really are very difficult sometimes. On the ring, he said that. Unbelievable. Good lad, Les. Once again, David Gurley off with a brilliant first ball.
Two inches. One red.
David's probably sneaked in for a couple. Neil might be. He's still staying down the four, just trying to get a little turn on the jack. Not the easiest of shots.
Yeah, so what this shot is, you can see it very easily. You know, just rest the ball, rest the jack.
Oh, he's close.
What
Very
about
close.
Connections too far, maybe. Yeah, exactly, just too far. Very good effort.
One red.
A different connection, it would have stopped
Very
on a green
small
ball.
gap, David.
That's a hard shot to play. Played that very well. It's not easy whenever you're just trying to arrive with 2 feet of running. David wants to sneak between the two green balls. Well, it's not bad. That's third.
1 second.
Yes, exactly. Neil Furman asking how many second shots he has. It was just the one.
So he's almost forced into that little tricky shot again, just making sure he's up, just trying to lift the bowl away. Getting the jack and running through himself. Oh, he's going firmer.
All about connections now. No damage done, just the one.
One shot, David Gurley.
Set score 4-3 after 4 ends. Jack length 27.5 metres.
That's the voice of Alan Thornhill, who's our umpire. So just waiting for a few people to take their seats. It's always a bit like that, you know. It's the players are playing reasonably quickly, so it's very hard for people to make their way down the main stand, and better to take a few more moments, that way there's no accidents. Once again, David Gurley's getting that first ball in.
Yeah, it's the key to any match really. If you get that first bowl close, you're in the driving straight away.
Beautiful action, David Gurley. Always been the same, very compact, very easy. He's never had any trouble with the delivery, doesn't bump bowls or anything, so no need to do any work on it. Very close for this. That was very steady going down there. It was not that he was actually on the inside at one stage.
Yeah, didn't
Gap
do a great
is
deal,
9
but
inches.
perfect bowl from Neil. Couldn't have played it much better. David's on a decent road as well.
One green.
Good receiving precision, just in case David Gurley touches the jack. Out of the count, but at least it has value.
Oh, he didn't like it from hand.
Must be heavy, because the line's good. Tell you what, he's not much heavy, is he, if he drops?
Perhaps he's close to winning this.
It's not gonna
One
drop.
green.
Still 1 to green. Don't think it would make any difference
Yes,
even if
one
it did
green.
drop in.
You hold one.
David knew he was just slightly over the weight. He's feeling the carpet, if you can tell that. So, chance for Neil Furman to take the lead with this ball. Overplayed
One shot, Neil Furman.
Set score 4-4 after 5 ends.
If we have any officialdom experts out there, you'd have seen David Gurley just kicking those balls away before the ball had stopped on its forward travel, but he knew it was well past, and him and Neil Furman are very good friends, so it wouldn't have been a problem. Normally you just wait for the last ball to continue on its travel until it stops. They're keeping the game going.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
Well, Neil Furman's staying in this match. It's David Gurley's been dominating the first 2 deliveries, most ends.
Yeah, so David's certainly finding his first bowl at the moment, putting the pressure on Neil. He doesn't want to pull too many big ones out too early in the match.
Your ball 1 foot past Jack High.
Yes, there's only a certain amount of pressure balls available during a match, and you have to have a really good day to keep dipping into that well to get one. David Gurley continuing to do what he's been doing the last few ends. In his first 2 ends, still
Correct.
beatable on the draw.
He'll probably turn over. Just trying to get down to David's. About 14 inches to draw the winner.
Correct.
He's probably going to be facing 3 down after this bolt.
Well, first bit of real big pressure now.
3 red.
And Neil Furman, what does he do? Does he drive into the balls through the gap? That's a very narrow gap to make. It really is.
I mean, he wasn't far with his last, to be honest. If he drops a fraction, gets to the red, he's going to get second.
Well, we're looking at the
Timeout
shot,
call.
Robert, but can he get through
Neil
the gap
has
to
4
there?
timeouts remaining.
Personally, I think I'd prefer just to drop in on the draw. I think that's just too difficult a shot to come through the gap.
Yeah, there's no guarantees either, really. I mean, if he loses a fraction off his last, gets to David's bolt, he'll certainly get second. And so there's still room there to draw it.
I think if the gap had been within a foot or so of the jack, it might be different, but it's just too far away.
He's certainly on a good road.
Has he pushed it? Struck away. It's
3 red.
still 3 to red, and David Gurley can still draw away in the forehand, but it's available in the backhand, somewhat safer.
It's a repeat of his last bowl. Almost 2 foot to draw another one. Would expect David to do this comfortably.
It's lacking a little bit.
I think he's left it.
Yep, he has. That's a. Well,
3 shots. David Gurley.
you'll be delighted to see that drop short, but David Gurley makes the break. 2 threes in this match so far.
Set score 7-4 after 6 ends.
Big crowd in again, as always. That's Dan Blewett to the left, one of our World Bowls Tour officials. Where's Leslie? He's in the middle of it again. I think Catherine's entertaining them.
Yeah, hopefully she'll entertain us this afternoon as well
I have no doubt about that. It'll be
against Ellen.
So, Jack, the mat's been brought up, but Jack's been delivered just a little bit short. David goes very much to the extreme. So they're measuring for the minimum distance, which is 23 metres. Jack's finished just an inch short, I think. Yep, it is indeed. Well, there's 3 metres after the tee. That's a mistake. Neil Furman will bring that mat right back. He's bringing it right up to the maximum. So instead of a 23-metre jack, we'll be playing a 29.5. David Gurley still has the first bowl, of course. But Neil Furman gets the length he wants and the last bowl.
One green.
Well, in some respects, it's a bit of a lost art when it comes to delivering the jack at club level, but at the top level, it can be very, very dangerous. You really need to get it right.
Yeah, it can make a massive difference in certain matches.
2 short bowls. Neil Furman gets a chance to add another.
He sneaks past his own. He's extremely good here. I think we might see the forehand runner coming out.
Yes, it's blocked the draw in the forehand, and 2 balls will go. Front plant's not working, ball on the ball, but David's aiming for the green ones.
He's into it.
A little bit unlucky there, took one out. Thought he was going to get the angle to come back, but his own ball stays on the rink.
1 green.
What's the gap, please?
12 inches.
Certainly on a decent track again. Like the winner.
Yes, it's well tucked in. He'll start as a back ball. It's going to be hard to draw out of this, so he might be tempted to go again.
Yeah, I think he'll be going decent pace down the forehand again. Solid on the front green. Should peel the pair away.
Not just as heavy with this one, but he's in the area.
All on connections off his own now. Oh, he's good.
That'll bring the jack right out into the open. Now there is a back red ball. He'll probably like 2 shots, but quite a bit of room.
Yeah, but the jack's well off centre. It's not going to be the easiest to get to. He should have enough room, Neil, but say big swinging bowls doesn't make it.
He's going to have to skirt right outside onto the unused land, as we would call it.
Stood right on the outside of the mat as well, which won't help him.
He's on an inside line here. It all depends on his weight, whether he's got enough to make the shot. Not sure if he has.
One shot, David Gurley.
Mistake there from Neil. Could be costly in the set.
Set score 8-4 after 7 ends.
Yes, that was a bad mistake, because just another 2 feet of running would have been in comfortably.
Jack length 25.5
Shake of the
metres.
head, he knows that's put him into a lot of trouble. 7th end of the 9 end sets, and David Gurley gets the single. 2 good strikes. Short jack length, so Neil Furman has to chase this in the last 2 ends. Well, the first round's always difficult for the qualifiers coming through. Neil Furman had a very good win over Jason Greenslade, 7-6, 10-8. That's going to put Jason into some bother, I would say, because his rankings were going down.
Yeah, it's getting close down the bottom.
One red.
I think players down the bottom have been a little bit fortunate this year, because unfortunately, well, say fortunate for them, qualifiers that are in the ranking list just below them haven't managed to get through this year. So it does give them a little bit of breathing space. But I say it is getting extremely close down there. Which is great for the game, really. New players coming through.
Well, they have been in the
5
last
inches short
few
of
years,
Jack
I have
High.
to say.
Yeah, there's not many years over the last probably 5 or 6 where there hasn't been someone coming in, new players. Players fighting the way back in who've dropped out as well, like Les.
Well, Les Gillet's a very good example, and that's why he gets a lot of respect as well for going through the qualifiers and making his way back into the top level. Good effort, Neil. Just dropping short, second ball, but it's not enough. This set could be over this end. David Gurley's task
Timeout called.
to just try and drop on the jack, turn it round the corner. He's got the back position. He's looking to see who's lying second shot, and I think it's a green ball.
One red.
Confirmed as 1 red.
David has 3 timeouts remaining.
Players, of course, can't see our rings with the overhead camera. Not allowed. They have been very accurate, though. So David looking for another one. Doesn't need another shot, but he wants to get another ball in close. Just needs a single to win the set. Well, they'll not be too happy with that one.
Oh, Neil's got a half chance here. If he can get shot bowl clean, he could potentially get all 3 bowls out. If he gets a follow through onto the back red, and could get a multiple count.
Yep, this will be a fast drive, or it should be. That was why it was dangerous. Leaving the ball to the side, looks like 1 to green.
1 shot.
Great
Neil
strike there from Neil,
Furman.
getting a shot. Possibly a little bit unlucky not to get the back bowl. Get the back bowl, he could have had a 2 or a 3.
Set score 8-5 after 8 ends.
See how close he was to the back one. 2 balls just split away perfectly. Didn't get. Probably needed one on the, a little bit square. Good drive. Very accurate.
Jack length 29 metres.
Last end, David Gurley looking to crowd the head if he can. Dropping the first one short. It's never good for David to do that because he's got such a good firing ball, a good strike shot that doesn't want anything in front.
Neil needs to adjust for this one. Needs to get this one closer in his last. He's on a better track.
Two inches. Two green.
Oh dear. Well, that was a mistake. Now he's in trouble.
If Neil can repeat his last delivery.
I was a little bit surprised David playing the forehand because the backhand was wide open. Absolutely no danger, his own ball on the way in.
Neil's good again.
Well, it should be just a draw for David Gurley. It's he's got that back green ball to rest on.
Certainly want to make it with this one, because if not, he could be facing a set lie down, playing his last bolt. Oh, is he wide enough?
Needs a run. Jack would be good. Oh, that's a good ball. It's more than a good ball. That's a fantastic shot under pressure.
One red.
And the firm's going to have no choice but to try and remove the ball through the gap. Well, there, Robert. Best result through the gap.
Yeah, two
Timeout
options
call.
really. Depends if he wants to try and get
Neil
the
has
forward to
3 timeouts
potentially win
remaining.
the set, which is red bowl solid through the gap and stay, or he's got the option of just a perfect draw round the corner of the red and turn in the jack for a 3. Whichever he plays is not easy.
So the advantage of playing the draw shot is that you not only do you lie 3, but they're well protected, and David has got the last ball. If you play the running ball and take it out, you're leaving David Gurley just a bit of space to draw in for third shot. Now he's going for the draw. He's going for the, well, potentially the more difficult shot. Yeah, he's overplayed it. Yep.
One shot. The first set, David Gurley.
I understand why he played it. Lots of good reasons for it. David just trotting up to get his cloth and the ball that he didn't need to play to win the first set. Lots to choose there. David Gurley just dropped down to the 23 metres, and most of the time he doesn't want to go above 27.5, but he's been pretty effective at the longer jack lengths as well. It's just Neil Furman is definitely playing better at 28-29.
Jack length 29 metres.
Well, we start over again, second set. Neil Furman played pretty well, to be honest with you, over in that first set.
Yeah, he had a good set really. I mean, he gave himself a chance on the last end as well, but David had to pull one of his out the bag then. Just the bowl.
Weight shots played by both players, but David Gurley just winning the extra end, 5 ends. I think with David's consistency on the draw, it's a fair reflection.
Yeah, his first 2 bowls have generally been that bit better than Neil's.
One green.
Good reply there.
Gap is 9 inches. Your ball was just under 2 feet. One red.
Oh, this is close. Just needs to hurry. Close line. Yeah, the line was good. Thought he was better than that, but he just couldn't get past the red one.
Only chance for David just to put some pressure on. For a double, I think.
Just, I'm sure Neil Furman was starting to
One
think
red.
about the forehand. It's maybe taking it away from him. I'm not sure, it looks like it's just the one. It's just the one, it's a draw shot. Doesn't need to be too adventurous. That's one of the trophies
Timeout call.
always there, but
Neil has two
too many
timeouts
players will be
remaining.
looking at it just yet. So backhand draw, we expect. Yep, looks like it. Well, he gave it a chance, but you know, Robert, anything over the weight.
Yeah, chance here for David. Gets down to the green, one turn on it will definitely make three, but also drawing a back touch up, dropping on the jack forward. Could make a three or a four.
Oh, that's a good extra shot, that really is.
Two shots, David Gurley.
Jack length 26 metres.
That's not bad. David standards here, been hoping for something just a little bit closer.
Yeah, David will want to come out of the blocks in this set first. Two or three ends. Try and win them all and get a good open gap.
Neil's ball 10 inches from Jack high with a gap of 7.5 inches.
Looking good again.
Two green. The one in the front, David.
David's tempted again, but really should be just a draw. If he gets to the back ball and drops in, that will be enough.
He's interested. More than interested.
One red.
Well, it wasn't easy. It was two good balls by Neil Furman.
Half a ball short of Jack high. It's got a gap of less than an inch.
Doesn't leave Neil with an easy head there either now.
He's got a shot in the backhand to draw it, but the forehand ball, he's going to have to rock his own ball up.
I don't want to get into David's front bowl.
Yeah,
Wasn't far away at all on that.
no, just that nick was enough.
1 red.
He missed a 2 out of that. That was really good.
1 red.
Just the one. Well, the difficulty for Neil Furman is that he's going to run to this. He looks like he's aiming for the draw, but he's coming through, and it's not ideal. It never looked ideal, did it, Robert? It always looked like it was going to be ball on the ball and coming away from the head. It's cost him an extra shot.
2 shots. David Gurley.
You know, sometimes with those drives, and you've
Set
seen it in
score
other
4-0
matches as
after
well,
2
the
ends.
percentages just aren't good enough.
Yeah, didn't seem to be a great connection there for Neil, to be honest. So he wasn't far away with his
Jack
previous
length,
draw
27
down the
metres.
backhand. Even after 2 ends in and the third, he's almost needing to win an end here.
Very slight gap. Very slight.
Two great on balls there from David.
Yes, the target is very narrow.
Two red.
And they're in trouble now.
Swapping over, just looking to get around the top side of the jack. Finished just through and counting.
Well,
It's pretty good as well.
yeah, he just doesn't want to set up a target. Now he's behind the jack and he's making centre. And this is a very good end from David Gurley. The importance of making sure you don't drop to the side of the jack and frame it. It's a single ball target, not easy.
Needs to run hard on that line. Slide away again.
Even very early in the set, Robert, but a 4 here would be a
3
disaster.
red.
So he's gone off, no doubt about that.
He's just got to make sure he's gone for the cover.
So he reckons he'll just, if he put another one in, he'll just hit it. So he's running around the back. That's fine. 3 spot covered.
Just a slight adjustment to make, really. His pace hasn't been bad with the previous two. He's certainly on a wider line.
Yes, as he pushed through it, though.
Just made sure, unfortunately.
He had no choice. He had to reach. Couldn't afford to drop short, but it's a pretty cheap three for David Gurley. That's
Three
probably
shots,
Neil
David
Furman's worst
Gurley.
end.
Set score 7-0 after 3 ends.
David's making a run for home already, early in this second set.
Playing just about an hour into the fourth end of the second set.
Jack Link, 26.5 metres.
There's another one of our officials to the right this time, Tom Weir. Just explaining the rules to the players, in case they're under any illusion.
And we need to explain as well, because we're not too sure.
Oh, always read up on the rules, man, just in case. Great game, isn't it? Can't put one within 2 feet the previous end. First ball,
gap.
toucher.
An inch gap in the green ball.
We think
Your
might
ball,
have done that last end.
8 inches short of Jack High with a gap of 4 inches. One green.
That's the target, but coming to a good home just behind. Any promotion on the red ball would be good, so Neil Furman changing hand. Try and make it to the back red. It's a bit early for David Gurley to be protecting that lead. At the same time, he knows he can afford to lose a single.
Maybe just look to build the head up, really. No point doing anything silly, arriving into it or anything. Giving Neil a bit more room to draw if he edges his own away.
Not sure what he was thinking of there, because I can't imagine David Gurley driving at us. He's got 3 seconds, but the jack all the way through is really costly. So, you know, he's an intelligent player, David. He thinks about these things, and just a draw.
One green.
I'm not surprised with that last ball, to be honest. He's just trying to make it very hard for Neil
This one
Furman
here.
to get any more than a
8
single.
inches short of Jack High with a gap of 4 inches.
Neil's got to be careful here as well, but he could really do with scoring a double. Decent effort.
It's a decent effort. Not sure if it's made it. It's close. Could be.
One shot, Neil Furman.
Well, Neil Furman got in with one shot there, but David Gurley really controlled the the head.
Set
More or less
score
accepted
7-1
he was going to
after
lose
4
a
ends.
single. Intelligent player, David. He's tactically very aware of what's going on. He knows one shot. It's not going to damage him too much, but it's an end played.
Jack length 29 metres.
He's doing it. Another long end.
3-inch gap. 3-inch gap.
Big chance now.
Looking pretty good again, Neil. Just falling away. There was a chance there for Neil then.
Yeah, you sort of need to take those when you're chasing David Gurley and he's 6 shots in front of you. You know, at this sort of level, a second one needed to be there. Although David's encouraging this one, and it's not looking like it's going to make the trip. Let's give him another chance.
1 green.
Oh, it's better, isn't it? All the way in behind. Needs to drop back to be sure.
2 green.
Yep, 2 it is.
The front ball was
A
the
little
shot.
bit of pressure now on David. Not much of an adjustment. Couple of foot. I'm not sure if he has again.
Oh, he's struggling. This is a bad end from David Gurley, and Neil Furman's in with a chance that will
Two
touch
green.
the jack round the corner. Get those 3 back again. He'll be well in the hunt.
Easy in now. Very good.
David Gurley's put himself
Three
into a heap
green.
of trouble here. He's got no hit-out shot. It's normally the opportunity to drive his way out of trouble. He's going to have to try and draw this, and I think he'll do well to get 3rd shot.
To be honest, wouldn't put it past Davey just to draw a side touch and out and walk away with a 1.
He's overcorrected. Well, just proves even the best can do that. And Neil Furman's right back in this set. 7-4.
3 shots. Neil Furman.
Set score 7-4 after 5 ends.
Just proves one end can do damage.
Yeah, so it's
Jack
poor end
length,
from David, really.
29.5 metres.
3 short bowls. That's him in heaps of trouble. Here's for Neil now. He knows singles all the way home. Gets him over the line in the second set.
Your bow's 2 feet short.
Oh, Paul Foster. Up by the green seats. It's an opportunity to watch the match and just contemplate life. No one chirping in his ear and saying what shot to
Sorry.
play.
3 feet through. Just under 3 feet.
Quite often find the players just up right at the back of the auditorium, and it's quite isolating up there. It's good.
Yeah, it's just nice to get away sometimes, but a few moments on your own, watch a game. Great shot there from David. Neil let him in this end.
Ball past the gap.
Ever so slightly past.
Well, Neil has to give his ball a chance here because it's going to be very hard to remove that. Needed to be reaching
One red.
because there was always a good, any movement on this front green ones would have opened up the red. He's in trouble now.
After being half gifted a 3 from David, previous end, he could be gifting us a count back.
Close to the second. I think David would have been happier if that had been a foot short of the jack. Blocked the way for Neil Furman coming in. Yes, it's the overcorrection, isn't it? He had to make sure he was reaching. And
2 red.
It'll be interesting if David just sticks down the same side. Might turn over and just try and get a little squeeze on the jack on the draw.
it's if he's line 2, then just add a third. That really should be enough to get him over the line the last 3 ends. Oh, David, what are you doing down there? That's unusual. Fortunately for him, he's lying the shot and we'll have a look at it.
2 shots. David Gurley.
Should be enough. 3 ends to go. Neil Furman needs, well,
Set
he
score
needs 6
9-4
shots.
after 6 ends.
It's doable, but it's a tough one.
Yeah, 3 doubles now. Should be tough, especially with David's runner. He doesn't miss many.
Jack length, 26
It's
metres.
always hard to score against the top guys. Lots of multiples.
It's precisely what David Gurley wanted, that first bowl in, back toucher. Now Neil Furman has to go chasing it at some stage. Can't afford to lose another end.
Easy in there. He's extremely good here, David.
Couldn't ask for much better than that. Naughty little headwear.
Neil's gone early. David looking, repeating his last delivery. Get another one in.
Both balls are touching
Potentially
the jack.
close the set out.
Well, either that or just put one to the side, making sure that if the two balls do disappear, he still lies the shot.
Inside the greens is perfect bowl. Gone for cover.
Respot covered.
2 red. An inch in front.
Problem for Neil Furman, that's why he's taking his time. He knows he has to remove the two balls. Well, this is hard what he's trying here. Yeah, that was always going to be difficult. That in-between shot, Robert, that's...
Yeah, problem with the drive. If he misses bowl off the green, he's looking to make a couple.
Well, choice for David. He can go for cover again, just leave those two. He can draw another shot. If he draws another shot, then this match will be over.
Yeah, I think he'll just look to get inside the green down the backhand.
I want to get off as quickly as possible. Oh, he's looking good. That's a match lie. And it's a very narrow target still.
Last ball doesn't give him any help to Neil.
3 red.
He passed the length.
One ball left. This needs to be a contact. If he misses the contact, they'll be shaking hands.
He'll do well to get the shot out of this, to be honest. He's close to something.
Well, there is a green ball at the back, and I think he might have managed to get a single out of this. David Gurley asking Dan McManus, so good strike.
Umpire, please.
I'll call the umpire and check it. That was a very good result. I really couldn't see him getting anything out of that, to be honest. It was a perfect strike, I have to say, but he just had no idea where the jack was going to go. Saves the match. The two boys just discussing about how the balls were lying. Well, looks like one to red.
One short, David Gurley.
David Gurley takes the single. Well, Mathematically, it's possible for Neil Furman still to win the set. It's highly unlikely, but I think David Gurley will be just happy enough. Take the single, try and run it out this end. Neil Furman needs a
Jack
3.
27 metres.
And then he needs a 4, so... Chasing again. Neil Furman hasn't played as well in the second set.
No, he got back into it with that 3. Unfortunately, next end had a loose end and let David back in, really take control of the set. That was the disappointing section for Neil, to be honest. But he'll never give up. Obviously, he'll fight till the end. As I say, picking a 4 and a 3 up against players like David's quality doesn't often happen.
Match going about an hour and 20 minutes. That's about right. So the players have been moving along.
Good.
We always say that 2 sets could normally be about 90 minutes. On the 9 ends, that is, of course. It doesn't always go to the full 9 ends. It's going away quick, needs contact. David will go deep now, I'm sure.
Yeah, just look to split the 2 greens.
He's certainly wide enough.
Good.
Neil's looking for the jack clean now.
Yes, but he's looking for it over that funny weight.
Oh, to be fair, I mean, he might as well go big. Even if he gets it in the ditch, he's probably lying a 3. David's got a load of room, but then he's got bowl off for a 3 or a 4.
No, that's under.
Don't even think he's up past David's.
Close to the other red, though. Well, it actually creates an opportunity, strangely enough. David's
Needs to run a touch or 2.
he needs to hurry to get past that other green. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad, actually. At the angle, it's going to be very hard for Neil to find a place here.
I think the best he can do is probably a 3. He might be able to get a 4. Depends where the jack finishes up. Ditch pace. Just the underside of the jack, trying to get the jack just past the centre of the rink.
Timeout called. Neil has 1 timeout remaining.
Well, we're looking to see where he can actually put it, and it's very difficult. He needs to get the jack back into about this position to make up a 3 or 4. Now, how he's going to get it there is a whole lot different. It really is. It's going to be very difficult to get there. Yeah. But
I think he might even go quicker.
so he's close to the jack.
Underside of it. Oh, he's unlucky.
Oh, wow. When you're chasing like that, it's always a possibility of happening, but 3 shots of David Gurley. I have to say, Robert, it's probably a fair reflection, to be truthful. David Gurley played very well in that second set.
Yeah, he dominated the second set, really, so Neil did have a chance in it. David let him have 1 end. But say it's a fair reflection on the game, as you say. Gurley through. 2 sets to 0.
Yes, the last end I don't really count on the score too much because Neil Furman was chasing it at 13-4. It's a bit cruel, but it was better than that.